to all of that stuff that you had swirling around in your head before you came. Pile all of that crap. Sorry, all of that juicy, delightful stuff. Put it all in a giant Glad bag, tie it up in a knot, and set it by the front door. And anything else that would take you away from this moment, because all we ever really have is this moment. And now we can just breathe for a moment without all of that. And I hope that you will sit in your seat and completely feel present with the seat you are in and the carpet that's under your feet. So I visualize myself, and when I say I am, you can use these words as your own, whatever feels comfortable for you. I visualize myself in a room full of machines. Now, in a world of 1 million people with 1 million ideas, I let you decide the machines that are in the room. It could be a sewing machine. It could be a Hemi. It could be a weight machine. It could be whatever machines you work, a computer, a smartphone. And the luxury of this day of humanity, we are all working with machines. There is one machine in particular in the middle of the room that is well lit. It has gauges and lights, and there's something about it that just draws me to it, and I can't not go and see it. I just have to push the buttons or crank the crank or whatever it is, push the pedal, whatever the mechanics are, I gotta try it out. Let my inner kid play. But as I play with this machine, I notice that there are parts that are not right, or bad parts, what looks to me like bad parts. So what I first do is, the first one I notice is not moving because it's dirty. It needs to be cleaned. And all of the appropriate tools that I need are made available to me on a table next to the machine to clean the part. And I clean this part with delight and bliss of like, what can this machine do? The sacred nature of being a part of the solemnity of the parts. I clean it, it shines beautifully, and I put it back on the machine. But yet the machine is still not quite working. And I see the next part that I want to be is the bad part. Surely this is the wrong one. I take it off, but I only then realize that it's just in the wrong place. And somehow I just know that it is in the wrong place. And naturally, it fits perfectly in the right place. But the machine is still not quite working. It's clicking and smoke is coming out. I'm not sure. And so I open the machine. And I see all of the parts. And some of them are broken. And so I pull out the broken parts, and once again, everything I need to repair them, even if it's by magic, they are repaired. All of these parts are meant to be. And so I carefully put all of these parts back into the machine. As well as a few other suggested items that are on the table I add, like maybe oil or maybe cleaning the outside, because I really, really love this machine. So I put the machine back together, and at this point, the anticipation of what can this machine do with childlike delight, I start the machine up again. And it whirs. The sound that it makes my heart sing. To think that one thing that I once thought was so bad, had bad parts, merely just needed a little kindness, a little love, and a little work. Watching this machine move is brilliant. And now I think about, while I watch this machine move, my body. And maybe there have been parts in my body that I want to call bad, because maybe they just don't function like they did 20 years ago or 40 years ago. And I've just decided to change that. To look at these parts, maybe it's my knee, maybe it's my hip, or my shoulder, or my heart. And once again, on the table next to me are all the tools that I need to repair these items. And mostly a lot of love. Sometimes these bad parts are caused by trauma or bad thinking or human race consciousness. But I can heal them all now. And know from this moment forward, they are always healed. And watching my body with my healing energy, my knowing that love can heal it all, that all of my parts are good, and loving all of my parts, watching my parts in my body move in ways that I didn't expect them to, but now they so freely can. And at first I didn't think it was possible, but that same delight I witnessed watching that machine move so freely, now I watch the body move. And so I move into the world. As I said before, that human race consciousness has had me thinking about what's wrong with the world. And I see the world spinning gently in front of me. And all of the parts that seem to be bad are glowing red. and some of them need cleaning, and some of them need repairing, and some of them just need more love. And once again on the table next to me, as if by magic, everything I need to heal those parts of the world are available. So I tinker with the world. I clean up the mess, sweeping and dusting and wiping so that it shines brightly. And I fix the brokenness so that it may function once again as it should. And I put all of the parts that may be in the wrong place in the right place, or maybe in a different way. And I watch this world that we live in start to spin. And yet there's still more that is happening, more redness that shows up just along the edges or just within the small spots. And I know this is my opportunity to pour my love to all those places. All my little hearts all over the places, all over the world. All of my green, growing, loving energy enrobing the world. And each time I know this, one more person or 1,000 more people know this too. There is no bad, there is only perspective or opportunity. Or cleaning so that more love can grow. A space where humanity extends their hand to other humans, always helping others. A space where all needs are met. All basic needs are met for all humanity. And now to look at the machine and the body and the earth. The sheer brilliance, the genius of this intelligence, the magic of watching them all move, all continue to do what they do without me doing anything. We are all just collections of parts. So may we spend the next week remembering that we installed the parts. We can clean the parts. We can fix the parts. And above all, we can change the way we think about the parts. Or we can change the way we think about the whole. With that, I inspire you to come back into the room and feel once again the chair under your seat, the carpet under your shoes, and feel the majesty of the body that you're in, the complete perfection of God's creation in your manifestation. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes and rejoin the room. Thank you.
Hello, hello, hello.
Good morning and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Eugene. My name is Radiant and this is
Sister V.
And this is Kathy. And we are grateful members of your Joy Note song leading team. If you will please rise, we'll sing a couple songs. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. Sing it to your neighbor. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here.
Our arms are wide open.
There's room for everyone. Wherever you're going, wherever you're from, you are home. You are welcome here. 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 Whatever you've been through, you found us somehow. Wherever you are on your journey now,
You are home. You are welcome here. You are welcome here.
You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. We are welcome here. We are welcome here. We are welcome here. We are welcome here. I am welcome here. I am welcome here. I am welcome
Here.
Absolutely. If you'll please turn to your neighbor and greet them or greet anyone else. Oh, pray. All right, if you'll start working your way back to your seat, we will sing our second song. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. Awesome. If you will please silence any of your devices that you have, and thank you for coming to celebrate this beautiful Sunday with us.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Eugene. My name is Kevin Butcher, and I'll be your navigator today. This beautiful Independence weekend. I'd like to also respectfully acknowledge that we are meeting on the unceded traditional territory of the Kalapuya peoples. So at the center, we know spiritually empowered people who have richer, fuller lives. So we use the principles of science of mind to inspire minds, open hearts, and empower lives. Let's see, I walked in the doors in 2015, I believe. and started using these because I grew up in an Appalachian church, and there was always like, man, there's a little bit more to this, what they're telling me. There's something else. And so I've started reading books, and you start just naturally, I think this is a natural progression to a spiritual community like this. You start filling in the holes. It's whole food, the gaps and stuff. And then you're like, well, how can I apply this to my own life? I want to be in a band and be a rock star. And my first band t-shirt. So I'm really proud of that. Yeah. So yeah, it's not paying the bills, but I've got swag. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful for you guys be here on this journey with me. Declaration of Principles, number 5, personal freedom. We believe that the ultimate goal of life is to be a complete emancipation from all discord of every nature, and that this goal is sure to be attained for us all. Also, if you're new or visiting or have new email address, phone numbers, make sure you fill out one of our forms and get it to the office. We're on all the tubes and channels. Get plugged in. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Like now, I'd like to have you guys join me in singing We Come Together, followed by which our practitioner of the day, Radiant Gaines, will lead us in affirmative treatment to set the tone.
We come together in this moment. We bind our hearts and minds, for we all form a tapestry woven from one life, one creation, undivided, all unique expressions of God. We come together now in one accord.
Good morning. If you were not here for the meditation and heard what I said, I'll just give a recap. If you have anything in this moment that is taking you out of this moment, let's put it in a giant, glad, hefty bag and tie it up and put it by the front door and just leave it there. We probably don't need it anymore anyway. So what I know right here, right now, that God is all there is. And truly, that's all I ever really need to say at any moment, at any time. Because there's such a depth in saying God is all there is. Even when it doesn't appear that way, I know that God is all there is. And I'm just going to put this out there. If you can't know it for yourself, maybe you can hold space and know that Radiant believes it. So I'll just believe that it works because Radiant believes. Because it still works. And so I know that as I speak these words, I speak the words of God in action. Because I am God, you are God, but these words I speak of God are now through my conviction, through my belief. I know and affirm that no matter what I think about bad parts, that we are all integral parts of the whole. And sometimes parts need to be cleaned or repaired or allowed the ability to grow. But at the center, we have a space of belonging where these parts change and fit and belong in ways they've never belonged before. In complete gratitude to know that I completely belong, and that as I speak these words that I mean you and me and we and they and them and anyone else who ever hears my voice. We belong here. And the gratitude that I feel for belonging in this space keeps me coming back, a part of. The complete gratitude that I feel in every cell of my being, throughout the tips of my hair and through my soul, the gratitude of this life right now. I release this into the consciousness that has already said yes. It's already done. And if you'll say with me, and so it is.
Thank you, Radiant. So our July affirmation, I'm going to read it once and it should be on the board and we'll say it together. When I choose to embrace and honor all of who I am, I also honor the humanity and divinity in everyone I meet. I create bridges wherever I go. There you go. When I choose to embrace and honor all of who I am, I also honor humanity and divinity in everyone I meet. I create bridges wherever I go. Right on. Right on. Oh, anyway, Wednesday at 6:30 at the Veterans Building, my band is setting up a big stage and playing out front there. Everybody's invited. Yeah, we got a saxophone player, Marty Chilla's in the band. We have come. Everybody's invited. Bring up just a beach towel and hang out. Grateful Dead, of course. Who else? You're in Eugene. What are we doing here? Jeez, what else is there? Oh, Wednesday at 6:30 this week. Yeah. Absolutely. And actually, I hate to brag, but our saxophone player used to play at the Aretha Franklin. And I'm just like, I can't even playing with him. I'm just like, plays two at once. Out of sight. Anyway, our No Bad Parts is today's message. And today's music is good old Matt and Mo, one of my favorites. Thank you, guys.
All right, if you are new with us, we're going to go into a short meditation. It's a great space to start a meditative practice. It's only a couple minutes, so I promise you won't die. But we're going to sing this little song, and then right after that, I inspire you to have a downward gaze or close your eyes.
I am my heart is ready. to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am breathing in, life is. Breathing out, I am. I'm part of the infinite expression of the divine, the one intelligence, the one source energy that created everything out of itself. So I am connected at the center of my being to all that is. One life, one source, one infinite loving energy. One. I give thanks when I remember who I am. I let go. I trust. And so it is. Thank you, Matt. And thank you, I've forgotten you. It was Vernon? Jerome. What? Jewel. It's 2 syllables. Has E as the second letter. Anyway, I want to thank you after the meditation for the beautiful music that you played for us there as well. Thank you. So we're entering into, I'm sorry, I'm a little verklempt. It's, I've got some people here. I met Rich at the Reno convention, and I was honored to appear on his radio podcast on the 30th, and I posted it on my Facebook page and on our center's Facebook page. So if you would like to listen to it and connect to more of his podcasts, you can. And he's up here from California visiting family, and he stopped in today. And then my beloved friend Rose, who I met in Petaluma, who actually now is someone who I have known longer than Sandra, because I met her before I opened my center. And we have been dear, dear friends for 27 years now. And she's here with her son, Alex, who lives in Salem. She's in Hungary now. So anyway, I am feeling very, very good to have so many beautiful people that I care about with me, and all of you as well, and some of you that I don't see very often. And I was moved this. Every now and again, I get a burr under my saddle, and I think, okay, I'm going to do back to the basics again, because back to the basics is such an incredibly important thing. And this month of July, it's been 6 months since we covered the basics. This month, the theme is whole, no matter what. No matter what. I want you to hear that. I am whole, no matter what. We forget that. We have stories about that. But I really, really want to remind us that this is the truth of who we are. And that is the nature of the thing itself, which is Dr. Holmes' word for God. And this is a quote from Dr. Holmes. The study of the science of mind is a study of first cause, spirit, mind, or that invisible essence, that ultimate stuff and intelligence from which everything comes, the power back of creation, the thing itself. There is that within us which partakes of the divine being, and since it partakes of the nature of the divine being, we are divine. We forget that. We get so caught up in what's going on, and I am an avid news follower, and I do a lot of, that's my need to pray, but that's what I need to do to know, to be anchored in the world and at the same time be in the world and not of it, and to remember that this too is the face of God. This too is sacred. This too is what I am looking at from my heart to their heart. That thing we call God, and I know several people have had issues with the G word, and I understand that because we have stories that we were brought up with about this old man with a beard and a bad attitude who was throwing lightning bolts at things and killing off whole races and doing ugly stuff, and not really kind of your loving, wonderful thing that you would want to put all your faith in. I'm sorry, And so we've got to get a new story about it. It is not a being. That thing which we call God or life is the very nature of being. It is the energy underneath and behind the being. It includes all genders. It includes all races. It includes all sexuality. It includes every life form that is. It's all part of the one infinite essence. And it is whole. And therefore we come to this week's topic, no bad parts. There is nothing wrong with you. I'm in the middle of teaching shadow. Well, we're in the last third now of the shadow class. We have done the first 4 weeks. We've got 2 weeks left. And people are doing well with it because what we are discovering is the pieces within us that we've been hiding and thinking weren't important or weren't worthy are actually parts of us that are really, really, really important and have messages for us. We're born with only one obligation: to be completely who we are. I'm seeing a few surprised faces there. What? Me? No, not they didn't mean me. No, yes. Completely who we are. I have two quotes here, one from Dr. Holmes and one from a woman named Tiffany Roget, but they come together so beautifully, I want to share them with you. The spiritual individual is perfect, but our individual use of life and law enables us to cover a perfect idea with an apparently imperfect cloak. I can take what is perfect and I can wrap it up in all kinds of stories about my ugliness, my stupidness, my clumsiness, my unworthiness, my not enoughness, my wrongness, my you name it. We've all, I may be the only one in the room who has some of those, I don't know, but I'm sure you may have a friend who could use this advice. We are perfect underneath the cloaks, and we need to start taking the cloaks off and exploring them. And then Tiffany Roget's quote is, wholeness is actually remembering who you are. When we are whole, that is when we have remembered who we are. Melissa Felipe's beautiful song that we sang this morning, I am remembering who I am. We need to honor and listen to who we really are. We have this tendency to go, oh, that's monkey mind, shut up. Oh, stop that. I'm not going to think negative thoughts today, no. You know, we think we are helping by pushing it away. And what we really need is to give each part of us a chance to be heard, to discover what each part of us, what its role has been. Our work is to hear what that part of us that we're pushing away really wants. I use this over and over again, but never having had children of my own, I have friends who had children, and I know about the terrible twos. And the mommy stage of two-ness. And that is the part of us that we're trying to push down and hide, is that inner 2-year-old wanting to be heard, wanting to be understood, wanting to be embraced and loved. There's a place in each of us that is so ready to be hugged, that is so ready to be heard. And we have to love ourselves enough to let ourselves do that. Jim Lockard is a minister within the teaching. You've met him before here, many of you, and he is a wonderful human being and a good friend of mine. And I was honored to be able to take my very first trip to Ireland was with he and his wife and Moira, Reverend Moira from Redondo. And I was talking to them on one of the breaks about something that had come up to be healed in my life. And Jim looked at me and said, what if it didn't come up to be healed? What if it came up to be learned from? Whoa. It's because nothing's broken. There's nothing wrong with it. It simply wants you to hear it. It simply wants you to acknowledge it. That was a profound lesson for me, a profound understanding. And then I remembered the line from Dr. Holmes, "But there is no healing to be done, only truth to be revealed." There is nothing to heal. We were for years, for decades, we were known as the healing faith. You know, we did spiritual mind treatment and we healed people. Yeah. And then we finally realized, no, we don't heal anything. We reveal the wholeness of it. It's removing the imperfect layers, the imperfect cloaks. and getting to the truth of the wholeness that we actually are. And I can see some faces out there going, oh, she only knew about this part of me, if she only knew about that part. Oh, if she only knew what whoa. Honey, I owned a bar for 12 years. There is probably nothing I haven't seen or done myself. So let's get over that. We all have done stuff we're not proud of necessarily, but that was us finding out who we are. That was us exploring. And we need to stop punishing ourselves for that. Even when we feel completely broken, who we are remains. I remember years ago, watching Oprah, I think it was, way back in her early days. But it was, we are not our bodies. They're a vehicle our soul lives in. It's the house we reside in. But I am not my body. And so I need to care for it and honor it so that I can live a healthy, long life. You know, I have a friend, I quote oftentimes Dr. Sue Rubin, who in February celebrated her 97th birthday. And she is still out there going to Starbucks and writing essays on Facebook and speaking on Sundays at different centers. She's brilliant at 97 because she realized that who she is matters. Who she is important. Christopher Reeve, you know, was Superman in the movies. And then in the 90s, he had that horrific horseback riding accident and broke his neck and was a quadriplegic. And 3 years later, undergoing treatment and all these things that he was doing, he wrote a book called Still Me. He knew that even though not a bone in his body could move, not a muscle in his body would work beyond him being able to talk and breathe with help of a machine, he knew that he was still there. Who he was not dependent upon the body he was living in. We are always at choice. You can choose to say, oh my God, I'm a quadriplegic, I'll never move again, I just need to die. This is horrible. Now, I'm not saying it's wonderful to become a quadriplegic. I'm not saying that's a really good thing. But I can either be miserable and angry, or I can be hopeful and positive and think about what it is that my work can do to help other people while I'm going through this. I get to choose how I respond to everything that I do. I have no bad parts. There's no part of me that needs to be put away in a closet or boxed up and sent off to Siberia or whatever else. There's no part of me that is unworthy. There's a part of me that feels unheard. And what my job is to do, not me, mine, but in the universal mind, as individuals, each of us need to embrace all of ourselves. Stop being embarrassed by all of ourselves, by parts of ourselves. Stop. I mean, I've used this over and over and over again. I think I used it in Petaluma, but would you hang out with somebody who talked to you the way you do? You know, well, so that's something to learn from there. Why am I talking to the only person I'm going to live with for the rest of my life like I hate them? Like I don't respect them? Like I don't appreciate them? There are no bad parts. There is such amazing good that can happen in the world when we let ourselves become who we came here to be. And I am discovering that this is a really concise talk today. I'm almost complete, and so we'll have more time to eat, so that's all good. Or more time to share transformational moments. But I was looking in my leather-bound version of The Science of Mind, and it has an opening foreword by Jean Houston, who just passed. We just lost her a couple of weeks ago. And right at the end of the foreword, she said, "These are the times, and we are the people." If ever that phrase needed to be heard, it is now. We are whole. There are no bad parts to any of us. There are parts that we need to reacquaint ourselves with and learn from. But these are the times, and we are the people. I have a quote from Sonia Renee Taylor, and I'm going to ask you right now, if you are comfortable with that, either look down or close your eyes. I want to whisper in your ear. You have permission. You have permission to fully embody yourself, your heart, your gifts, your pain, your brilliance, your love. You have permission. Just allow yourself to be with that idea of having permission to be who you came here to be. And so it is. Okay, I have a moment to check and see, are there anybody having transformational moments they would like to share? Sandra. Transformational moment is when the teaching worked for you and you have this aha, oh my gosh, it worked.
It worked.
It works.
Hi, I'm Sandra, and I was just sitting and listening to Reverend Linda, and I realized I am in peace. My mind's not going. You know, I'm right here in the now, and there's really, I am so blessed. There's nothing more that I want. See ya. That's it.
And it's that simple. It's that easy. Anybody else before we move forward? Kathy? Go, Kathy. Go, Kathy.
I made a road trip down to California in our Subaru Forester, and it's always been kind of a joyful weekend, and there was lots of music, and it was wonderful. But when I started coming back, check engine light came on, and it not only came on, but it disabled certain of the safety features of the car. And so it was just like, what is this? And so I just kept, I do this with some of my other appliances, that I have self-healing appliances. And and it works. My ice maker has been fixed 3 times. But I just kept saying, well, it's just going to be something simple. It's just going to be something where they need to adjust something or reset something, and it's going to be fine. And so we went up there and took the car into the dealer, and it was indeed a sensor that had gone wrong. They replaced the sensor, and the car was fine, and it was covered under warranty, so we paid nothing. So think, and then just think of the relaxation that I have about not worrying about it, not worrying about an expense or anything like that. And it was really wonderful.
And come on up, Michelle. I want to say, that's Kathy giving an example of you have a choice of how you respond to any situation. She could have been, oh my God, my car's going to, and she didn't. Hi, Michelle.
I never get up here. I'm in. Okay. So this is more of a story about putting a deposit in my spiritual bank account as a transformational moment, but it did transform me in the end. Anyway, so some years ago, I was living in Eugene, and we moved to Springfield over by the Winco, and I still was working at the Mickey Donald's way out in the Walmart on West 11th. So things were really tight because we were moving and everything, and I had a friend that kept saying she wanted to go to church with me, to come here with me. So I had just enough gas money that week to get me to work and back home, right? And she kept saying, well, I want to go to church, and I was like, oh, I don't have the gas, thinking to myself, I don't have the gas to do it, because she lived way up on 72nd. And but this voice told me, get her to church, I'll take care of you. Okay. So St. Vinny's had given me a voucher for a new pair of work pants. And I said, okay, God, I knew that was God talking, and I said, okay, I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to go get her. I'm going to take her to church, and whatever happens, happens. So that week before I went back to work, I went to St. Vinny's and was trying on some black pants, because we had to have uniform pants, Mickey Donald's. And I put my hand in the pocket, and there was a $20 bill in it. And I said, no way. I could feel, you know how money feels. I was like, no way. Yeah. I just stood there like I'd been stung or something. Okay, all right.
The universe said all
And it was a very transformational moment.
So there's an advantage to having the talk go shorter, because we get people to share a little bit more. Thank you. I would like to have the song leaders and the ushers come forward. This is our opportunity to give back to the center, to thank the center for the good that we've received. We know right here and right now that there are 1,000 different ways we can give. For those of you who aren't familiar, we have a scan sign that you can take your phone and scan that and set it up to do gifts. But for now, let's just be in this moment and be grateful for the good that we have heard, for the good that we have learned, for the beautiful music, for all that we have, for the friends that we are connecting with, and for the food that's coming later. And whether or not you've got a gift, put the gift or just put your hand over your heart and repeat after me. I bless this gift.
I bless this gift.
Knowing it is the circulation of divine good.
Knowing it is the circulation of divine good.
And that it comes back to me.
And it comes
Back to me,
Pressed down.
Pressed down,
Overflowing.
overflowing,
And multiplied.
and multiplied.
Everything in this world goes around, flowing with abundance, it knows no bounds. Giving and receiving and circulating the love with gratitude and knowing there's always enough. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything.
And so it is now we get another song by the house band.
And we're thankful for that too.
Yeah, we are.
I don't know. I have part of what happened to me over my sabbatical was that I decided singing is a part of my life again, and so I am back to singing. Yes. So, announcements. We have a lot of wonderful things going on, and one of the first things I want to do is welcome newcomers. Are you new to the center today? Have you never? Yeah, that's Rich. Welcome to Rich. And I appreciate you coming to visit, and I have introduced you to a couple of my people that I think you will perhaps have on your show later, so we would love that. And it's Birthday Sunday. The first Sunday of every month, we celebrate birthdays for that month. This is July. Are there July birthdays in the house? Ta-da! Please stand. There we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you. You are wonderful. God is blessing you now. So, as a way to celebrate your birthday, come to the potluck, whether you brought anything or not. I made a giant tuna casserole, and it was like, oh, it was everything I could do not to just sit down and eat the whole thing because. And then the things that are coming up. The men's coffee is on Tuesdays at 10:30. The Oneness Blessing is Thursdays at noon, and the writers group is Thursdays at 1:30. The transmission meditation with Bethel is Tuesdays at 2 p.m. in the meditation room back there. And game night is second Friday online with Kathy Day. And look at the newsletter to see the link to that. And next Sunday is Kathy Day week, actually, because she's going to be doing the Journey of Belonging at the Sunday, July, after the service, after the gathering. In the social hall, she will do a workshop that she took and developed further for herself at the Reno convention, right? Cool. Very excited to have that. And then Linda McGill, would you like to come up and talk about, please? Linda McGill just found us a few weeks ago, and we love her. And she's going to start a drawing. That's another thing that I'm getting back to is my art. And if you build it, they will come. So Linda's going to be teaching a 5-week drawing class, but it's unlike any drawing class you may have ever taken.
Oh, indeed. This is my joy. I just had this phenomenal experience. I'm one of the birthday people, and standing there and just letting this flood of blessing come in, and how that felt. Oh, wow. So after that, now I'm coming up here and sharing, so bear with me. Drawing. Drawing is such an interesting thing. You look up the word drawing in the dictionary, and there's like 30 definitions of how it's applied. It's a very diversified word. And it's about the 13th definition before it comes to drawing a pencil on paper. It gives you all these definitions about drawing money from a bank account, drawing water from a well, drawing, all these contexts in which we're drawing. This drawing class, we will indeed be learning to draw objects. But more importantly, I think we'll be giving a space for us to draw forth ourselves. And that's what drawing is really about. We've been given this idea that when you want to draw something, if it doesn't look like the subject, that you don't know how to draw. I'm here to tell you that that is a lie. It's all about us being drawn forth. So if you're interested at all, this class will be offered again, so if you can't make it, there will be other opportunities. I ask that you come for all the sessions in order, because there's a building up of information. But it will be offered again if you can't make it. Is that good? That's good? Covered it all. Thank you.
I am reminded of the fact that the word education, the root of education is edus, which is to draw forth from. When we are educated, our good is drawn forth from us, not poured into us, drawn forth from us. And Bob Sima is going to be back in on the West Coast, and we're going to have, I don't have a location yet, but we will have a house concert on Saturday. He's going to do the Sunday music and message, plus an afternoon workshop that will include music and other things, and there will be a lot more information about it, but I'm just wanting to let everybody know that, because that's coming up just 6 weeks away. Yeah, you know, it's like, well, wait a minute, yeah. And let's see, wait, Mike, would you like to say something today for the board? You, Mike, the phone guy. Mike Grud's in. Could I get you to come up, please?
You want me to say something about?
Yeah, the board.
Oh, the board.
The board of trustees, of which you are an esteemed member.
Great organization. I started coming about a year and a half ago, and fell so in love. It's like, man, I want to roll up my sleeves and get involved. And a couple of people had come up to me and said, "Oh, you'd make a good board member." And so next thing I know, I'm a board member. But it gives me an opportunity to kind of feel like I'm participating even more to like what's going on, what new ideas are coming about, and my initial interest to come on the board is I just want to tell everybody about this place, and I try to every week. I try to tell some person new, say, hey, by the way, there's this really cool place. So that's my board story, but tell people about this place. This is like really cool, and people are great. Brand new people and longtime people, and this is a nice place.
And if you would like to talk to Mike about marketing and ideas that you might have for marketing, you may not want to be on the board, but I always thought we should do blah, blah, blah. Talk to Mike. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know the blah, blah, blah. You know that. We are still recycling. We are doing that work. We have the blue bags with the stickers on them in the office. The book boutique, I don't think is open. Is it open today, Susan, or no? If you want me to have it open. Okay, the book boutique will be open if you would like to look around and wander around in there. We're speaking of opportunities for sacred service. We could use somebody to work in the bookstore. Woo, that would be great. And thank you to Ellen and Susan and Amy for the beautiful artwork we have. And Radiant, would you please talk to us a little bit about what practitioners do?
So I kind of feel like this is like another transformational moment. And Reverend Linda always says you can't share something until it's like complete. Well, it's complete now. So I was living in Florence and got the most amazing job, and I just loved it. And it had been closed, and I poured my whole entire being into making my job great, making my office great. And at first, like, nobody was coming. And then I met a guy in Coos Bay. The story always starts with I met a guy or a girl or whatever it is, or I got a dog. Anyway, so I met this guy, had an amazing house. The relationship is like the best I've been in. And he's like, I want you to move in with me. And so I moved in with him, and I was stuck in this place of like, he lived an hour away from my job, and I didn't want to give up that dream of the job and watch it die after I poured my whole being in it. And I was like stuck between, right after that, there was like the potential for a job, the same job in the area that I was living. And I was like, oh man, wouldn't that be cool? I could like live and like drive 7 minutes to work, but I was like, but I can't let go of this thing in Florence because I work so hard and it's like my baby, and I was like overthinking, overanalyzing, doubting, like spinning in my head about holding on to all of this stuff. what does Radiant need? Radiant needs a place to live and a place to work that's close. And I would do anything to try to help Florence now that I live in Coos Bay. And I was like, there's got to be a way that I could work it out, but I would just get spun. And so I called Reverend Rhema Davis. Now, you guys may not know Rhema yet, but she's around and she will be coming. She is a wealth of information. And I told her my whole spinny story. And I was like, I think Rhema, I'm stopping this from happening because I'm like spinning in controlling the outcome rather than just getting real clear with what I want. Get really clear with what you want. And sometimes I can't do that when I'm sitting and spinning my own stuff. That's why our practitioner teams, we've studied this teaching for a very long time and committed our life to using it in our own life. And I'm not perfect at it, so I need someone else to like help me remember how to draw it back in, how to get clear, how to put it on my calendar, how to get convicted in that truth of what I want in my life, and not how or when, but how I want to feel in this moment. How great it's going to be to have all my friends over. How great it's going to be to drive 7 minutes to work. And I'm not kidding. My company found a way for me to work in the city that I live in, and they pay me to drive to Florence and cover Florence. And I'm going to tell you, I have at least 15 people coming in the 12 hours that I'm in the city of Florence now. And it wasn't like that before. That office is alive with possibilities and resources that I can share with others. And I wouldn't have had that if I didn't reach out to one of our practitioners or one of our ministers. So if I could have all of my practitioners and ministers stand. This is Reverend Linda, and then I have Sister V, and Kathy Day, and Susan Cochran, and Reverend Trish Mackey, and we are all available. If you ever need prayer, you can reach out to us through email or at the lamp, or some of us might be at the windows, or if you see me out, or you just call me. It shows up for me. If I'm showing up in your circle, it's because we both need the healing, which is not like the healing, but we both need that connect. Just connect with me, man, because we all just grow when we connect in that way. And so I hope you'll try it out if you've never tried it out. And it's a good time to bring up, if it was your birthday or your birthday's coming up, our center offers a free consultation with one of our ministers or practitioners on your birthday month. So you could try that out too, which is like an hour time to be able to just sit and spin the whole entire story of your life and why, and we will help you know the truth in the situation. Thank you.
It's time to stand for the final song, and I want to share with people. I didn't do the verse because it is a little more complicated, but I want everybody to hear me. Yes. I want everybody to hear me in this. The words that she says are, I used to always talk about how I wanted to change the world, but I always left it up for someone else to do. And then I finally realized I needed to take a stand, and that by changing my thinking, I could change my life. And that's how I would change the world.
Let there be peace. I understand for peace. Let there be love. I understand for love. Let there be joy. I understand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I understand for peace. Let there be love. I understand for love. Let there be joy. I understand for joy. We are making a new world now.
And if you choose, please repeat after me. I am whole. I am whole. I am perfect. I am perfect. I am complete. I am complete. And so it is. And so it is.